What's up, folks? I'm Odd, by the way. So, I had an idea. This didn't work the first time that I tried it, but I'm going to be trying with a different thing. We are going to be using this character appearance generator to roll an OC type character, and it allows for a large amount of variety and stuff like that for the character. Now, I also wanted to run this through Google Translate a couple of times to see if I could get something completely wild. And the first time that I tried this, I think that the description was too general. It didn't really give any differences. This gives a sentence, which I feel like could be a little bit more insane. So we're going to do that and see what we get from it. All right. So we have 3 options. Okay, I didn't realize. Was there an option to do one person? I don't know. But okay. We have 3 things to try at least. So our first character, short and average built, this bright red skinned man has a misleading feel about him. He is bald, clean shaven, but can grow hair which is normally light brown and azure. He has clear, hooded, light gray eyes, angular eyebrows, and a bulbous nose. He wears a poor quality foundation, naturally colored blush, hazy eyeshadow, and thick eyeliner. He has a short neck, broad shoulders, bony hips, and short arms. He claims to be well endowed. He is considered quite cute by his people's standards. He is soaking wet. He's a sopping wet kitty. Okay. I like him. He seems like he has a very detailed description. So let's go from English to... I don't want to go to a Germanic language because I feel like that would very easily throw us into the same problem that I had before. So maybe Russian. Etot nevoshki mushchina. I'm sorry, Russia. I'm trying to read this Romanized version down here. Okay. So we will... boop. That's Russian. Do we go back to English every time? Is that a thing? Okay, so it does change every time. Interesting. Romanian. Set barbatskund de statura medi. Again. I'm sorry. Alright, so Romanian back. And let's go to English again. So that didn't change much. But okay. Dutch. Copy. And let's just run it through a couple different languages. So Dutch to Persian. Persian to Sicilian. Sicilian. And let's go back to English. This small, medium-sized man with fiery red skin is charming. I'm pretty sure he was a very different description when we started. He is bald. He shaves his beard, but can grow hair, usually light brown or sky blue. His eyes are clear, sunken, and gray. His eyebrows are angular, and his nose is round. She wears poor quality foundation, a natural blush, dark eyeshadow, and thick eyeliner. So that's probably coming from gendered languages, not knowing what to do with the male pronouns and makeup. So that's interesting. The neck is short, the shoulders are broad, the hips are bony, and the arms are short. He says he is endowed with many gifts. By the standards of his people, he is considered quite handsome. He is completely drenched in sweat. So we've gone from soaking wet to just this man sweaty. This man is so sweaty. Okay. Let's go for one more round. Hungarian. Sure. Paste, and I will put this into... what do we want? Telugu, apparently. Oh, that's an interesting language. It's very, it's almost very, cryptographic. It feels like there's a very obvious visual to all of the characters. Interesting. See, it's fun to learn new things like this. I cannot pronounce the Romanized version below. I'm sorry. Telugu to Thai. Okay, and let's put it back to English again. This short, medium-sized man was charming with his fiery red skin. He was bald, his beard was shaved, but he might have some hair, usually light brown or blue. His eyes were clear, deep, and gray, his eyebrows square, and his nose round. He used low-quality foundation. We're back, baby! with the non-gendered makeup, natural blush, dark eye makeup, and thick eyeliner. He had a short neck, broad shoulders, large hips, and small hands. He was said to be blessed with many talents. He was considered very handsome by national standards. He was covered in sweat. Oh my god. I want to do one more. Okay. Okay, let's take this. Let's take this. We're in English. One more time. We're gonna go through, Hindi. Beautiful. Sami? That's pretty. Bengali? Trying for things I haven't done before. This is another very cryptographic language. Like, it seems very visual. Interesting. One more. Swahili. And then from Swahili to English. This short, medium-sized man looked unique in his red suit, so no more red skin. He was bald, his beard was shaved, but he would usually have dark brown or black hair. Interesting. Changed blue to black, which makes sense. His eyes were clear, deep, and brown, not gray. His eyebrows were square and his nose was round, so still pretty similar. He wore low-quality, natural brown foundation, dark eye makeup, and thick eyelashes. His nose was small, his shoulders were broad, his chest was large, and his hands were small. I think that's been about the same the whole time. Actually, no, it said his nose was round. Interesting. So they changed it to small. He must have been very talented. He was very talented by national standards. He was drenched in sweat. He must have been. It's so funny that that comes from he claims to be well endowed. Like, it still kind of carries the right vibe. But okay, red suit, it looks like they're saying that he has brown skin instead, natural brown foundation, but it's low quality. Interesting. Okay. Do I want this? Is this where I stand? I think so. I think that I could work with this. And let's do one more. Let's give him a friend. Short and small-bodied, this rosy-skinned man has an unremarkable feel about him. A particularly notable feature is his missing tooth. His elbow-length, lemon-lime blonde hair is braided. Again, with the adjectives, and then I guess lemon-lime blonde is not necessarily unheard of, but it's kind of a weird description. It is falling out due to stress. He has a stubble-covered jaw. He has a vibrant, droopy, dark yellow eyes, smooth eyebrows, a pointed chin, and full lips. He has broad hips and very large feet. He has pierced both upper ears. He has multiple tattoos on his upper back, neck, right ankle, right hand, and left hand. Interesting. He is considered quite ugly by his people's standards. He often wears scruffy, formal clothes that are mostly pastel-colored and poorly fitting. He is usually seen wearing a specific jumper. He is carrying a box. So, we are going to English, and something... Oh, Croatian, I guess. It'll just, like, take my scroll as a selection. But okay. That works. Croatian. Portuguese from Portugal. Italian? Italian probably won't change too much. Especially not from Portuguese. Friulian? Interesting. It looks kind of like French. Vietnamese. Malayalam. Whoa. That's different than I expected it to look. It's very pretty. Filipino? Quechua? Turkish. I think I've already done Turkish in one of the other ones, but that's fine. A few more. Let's see. Armenian. Bengali. Afrikaans, which I believe is just kind of a variant of Dutch. Two more. Scots Gaelic. Bulgarian. Another Cyrillic language. Just to really confuse it. Luxembourgish. And let's finally go back around to English. Okay. This small man with fair skin had a short beard. His teeth were visibly missing. All of them. All of them were missing. Not just the one now. He had lemon-shaped hair that reached his shoulders. He had lost his teeth due to weight. He had a small lump on his neck. He had light brown eyes, a round face, pointed nose, and round lips. His nose was large, and his feet were very large. He had a lump above both ears. Oh, is that for piercings? Interesting. He had many tattoos on his back, body, neck, right arm, left and right sides. So just his whole body. Many people saw him very negatively. He mostly wore old formal clothes, often pastel colors, and uncomfortable. He often wore a special sweater. He carried a box with him. I don't think that changed. Okay, we have our duo. They kind of already sound like a pair of con men, honestly. Lemon-shaped hair is gonna ruin me. Okay, so as a reminder, short, medium-sized man with a red suit, not red skin this time. Bald, his beard was shaven, but he would usually have dark brown or black hair. His eyes were clear, deep, and brown. His eyebrows were square. His nose is round. He wears... What was it? Did I say that was small at one point? Did it change back? Did I go through it again and it turned back to round? That's interesting. He wore low-quality, natural brown foundation, dark eye makeup, and thick eyelashes. His nose was small, his shoulders were broad, his chest was large, and his hands were small. He must have been very talented. He was very talented by national standards. He was drenched in sweat. This small man with fair skin had a short beard. His teeth were visibly missing. He had lemon-shaped hair that reached his shoulders. He had lost his teeth due to weight, and had a small lump on his neck. He had light brown eyes, a round face, a pointed nose, and round lips. His nose was large, and his feet were also very large. He had a lump above both ears. He had many tattoos on his back, body, neck, right arm, and left and right sides. Many people saw him very negatively. He mostly wore old formal clothes, often pastel colors and uncomfortable. He often wore a special sweater. He carried a box with him. Okay, like I said, it seems like these two are almost like a performing duo of some sort, like a pair of con men, which intrigues and pleases me. So this is interesting. This almost feels like two like villains to some degree, maybe like anti-heroes, kind of like people you would love to hate. But I will leave this here and I will throw this over to Speedpan Voiceover, where I have hopefully figured out what to do with these two, so I'll see you there. I decided to take a different approach this time and really try to design these two as a duo. I'm not too sure how successful it was, but it really let me get them figured out kind of relative to each other. Given their very goofy vibes, I went for something a bit more stylized and cartoony for them here. The whole vibe they gave me was something almost One Piece or JoJo's character adjacent. The first character was listed almost paradoxically as a medium-sized short man, but I took that as meaning he was 1, short for his build, and 2, a little stout, but not like super big or small weight-wise. Similarly, the second character is described as being small, which, given what I'd established with the first, really just meant that he was thin. The translation even offered a weird amount of backstory that he lost his teeth due to weight, which I feel like could easily be associated with, like, malnourishment. I also really like the prospect of having a very, like, Wario and Waluigi short and stout, tall and thin dynamic. Our second character is probably still not super tall, but he's at least taller than the first. The lemon hair thing both really amused and confounded me. Initially, I thought maybe like a lemon wedge, but that also just kind of looks like a particularly wide bowl cut, almost. I landed on a kind of exaggerated coiffed hair that resembled a vertical lemon, complete with a little bump at the top and bottom. I shaped this a little differently as time went. In the final poses I had them in, you can see that the hair can look very lemon-like from the front, but the top nub is more like a coiffed bangs situation. I know real lemons don't really have the navel thing on both sides, but I really liked the visual of it being like a small ponytail or something in the back. Plus, a lot of stylized lemons seemed to make that the case to add some symmetry. These two gave me, for some particular reason, the vibe of like sideshow con men performers, but also kind of shady about it. The man in the red suit gave me like a carnival ringmaster vibe, sort of a showman of the two, though based on his clear nervousness on the matter, maybe not very good at it. As for the second guy, the idea of the vintage and uncomfortable pastel clothing, as well as his funky hair, very much gave me like clown vibes. I thought it would be interesting to have the box that he was described as holding actually be a busker organ. I'd vaguely remembered seeing a street performer in something holding this like giant music box of some sort, but I really had to dig to find out what I was looking for, which was apparently the busker organ. They can range pretty big, so I may have made his a little small to make it look about as carryable as possible. I sketched in the special sweater he was supposed to be wearing, and then proceeded to forget about it in favor of trying to also show his tattoos, which are all over his body. Honestly, I do like this design, but I also feel like it wound up a bit all over the place. Given the absurdity of the prompt, I guess that makes sense. So let's just pretend that he does have the sweater somewhere, but he's not wearing it right now. Conversely, the first guy was pretty straightforward. I wound up making him look visibly nervous, thus the sweat. I also figured his low-quality foundation would be a little patchy and clearly running with his sweat. Instead of shaving him shiny, I gave him a bit of hair texture on his scalp. It wouldn't surprise me if he were thinning under the top hat, though. I actually decided to make two versions of this, one that showed the full bodies of both characters, and then one that looked like an aged poster advertising their show. Even before this, the process was going on quite a while, so I wound up leaving them unshaded. I think it also helps with the particular style that I approach them with here. These two are known in the business as Lark and Citron. Lark's full name is Malcolm Lark, and Citron's is Lance du Citron, though that is the stage name he adopted as a full-time moniker, and his birth name is unknown. He really leans into the whole lemon thing. Lark has always wanted to be a successful entertainer and run a big traveling circus with all the pomp and circumstance and have a whole big happy family of performers. He has instead found himself in a series of circumstances that led down the shadier path of street performing, where he also met Citron. The two find themselves overpromising and underdelivering, essentially swindling crowds out of their money with subpar shows. Lark is especially bad at lying through his teeth, but a great performer and announcer nonetheless. He can make any number of people feel like they've been somewhat sufficiently entertained until the end of the day when they realize they were not given what was promised. Citron winds up organizing a lot of the shadier dealings of these sides of things. He often claims to be a wizard, thus the series of tattoos on his body depicting spells and runes. Any magic he is able to do, however, seems like either terrible misdirection or a very vaguely effective, sometimes to a detrimental degree. He also seems to always be on and playing some sort of character that is Citron, and it's entertaining to a degree until any matter of serious business is involved, and he just keeps going. Some say that he's a madman, some claim that he's just that committed to the bit. Not very many people like him. Lark doesn't even really seem to like him, but they seem to mesh together in some sort of cosmic joke kind of way, because despite everything, they do seem to come out somewhat unharmed from most of their mishaps. And those are my characters for this week. I am pretty happy with how this turned out. Citron is still kind of meh to me, but I also love the absurdity of him. Let me know what you think in the comments, as well as any other art challenges you'd like to see me do in the future. At that though, I'll leave this here, and I will see y'all next time.